So I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, and I have a leaky bladder. So day one is done. Hyson Trail. Who would have thought? I only have 59-ish more days to go. That's going to pass in no time. Today was about a 17 or 18 kilometre day. So I'm pretty buggered. And it didn't all go that smoothly either. So we had a little bit of a delayed start. It was either waiting around until 8:30 for Eggs Benedict or getting up and making oatmeal and leaving early. It's fair to say we went the former. I wasn't gonna be eating porridge, basically the meal that I'm going to be having for breakfast almost every day, when there's Eggs Benedict as a second alternative. So we had to wait around a little bit for that to start. But then when we finally got in our way, we made it to the trailhead. Lots of thanks to Jody and Lewis for dropping me off. Big ups to them. They're probably still driving on their way back to Adelaide. It's a long drive back. I know they were getting a few shots as well. And I was off. So I got about 3 kilometres in, and it was quite warm. I think it's about 20, 21, 22 today. But I was really sweaty, and just kind of sweaty in areas that shouldn't have that much sweat. So I made a little joke in my head that I hope I haven't wet myself. And yep, you guessed it. I have a leaky bladder. Maybe not what you're thinking. My water bladder in the back of my pack had gone through everything. So basically my only water source until I arrived here at the Aruna campground was pretty much only a third full. So I've had to ration that water source for much of the day. And yeah, I'm going to be filling that up and wrapping that thing with gaffer tape so the nozzle that was on that piece of equipment doesn't bust again. There's a couple over there that I might bug and see if I can pinch some tape. But the scenery was, as expected, amazing. The sun coming over the ridge over to my right for the first half of the day, and then finishing on the second half of the day on the other ridge, there was just shadows coming in every angle. Red dirt underneath my feet. I walked along riverbeds, dry riverbeds for a lot of the walk. So that was really memorable as a first day experience. But to be honest, I'm fairly knackered, and I'm going to sleep particularly well in the tent that's already set up over there. So yeah, that's pretty much day one. I've got a couple of thank yous. Justin Zagenschnitter, a very good friend of mine, he offered to drop me off at the Prairie Inn where I stayed last night on his way through to Lee Creek. We both were at a wedding on on Saturday night, which I can tell you is not a great preparation 2 days before a hike. He was probably a fraction more hungover than I was. So yes, big thanks to him for dropping me off at the Prairie Inn. And secondly, I have a congratulations. Mr. and Mrs. Black, Monique and Lachlan, thank you for inviting me to your wedding on Saturday, and thank you for letting me be the MC. It was a good excuse to not drink too much, and I'm sure if I was a regular guest, I wouldn't have made it through the day, particularly with only particularly with only a third of a bladder full of water to get me through. All right, I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to have a big lie down. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.